No time to waste. The rats are building the life rafts even as we speak.
Right?
This business, and I use the word very loosely, is a sinking ship. Right, now then, help me gather up all the sauce bottles.
Why?
I have been to the cash and carry. I have 4 bags of sachets there.
Sachets?
Oh, excuse me.
What are you doing?
Change of policy. All condiments are available for sale at the counter. You can have that bit on the house.
You're going to start charging people for sauces?
Oh, yes, sauce, salt, sugar, vinegar, milk. Why not?
You can't do that.
Why not? You try walking out of Freshco's with a jar of Piccadilly in your handbag. See how far you get.
But that's not the same.
It is exactly the same. People are willing to buy these things from the supermarket. Why not here? There will be no more handouts. The gravy train stops here. And it's a crying shame they don't put that in sachets and all. Roy, these sachets will set the tills ringing.
Yes, but at what cost? Free sauce is a small price to pay for customer goodwill. We're not just a cafe. We are a much-loved fixture in this community. Part of the social...
Spare me the thoughts of Chairman Mao. Millions dead of starvation hardly makes him an authority on catering.
This cafe has always adhered to a certain ethos.
Which I am changing. Think of it as a cultural revolution.
Excuse me, love.
Yes?
What's this meant to be?
Well, you asked for an all-day breakfast.
Yeah, this isn't a breakfast, it's a mouthful.
I think you are misunderstanding the term all day. It refers to availability, not duration.
Come on, Roy. Fizz is waiting.
Right, no problem. I've got a problem.
No. Your mother can cope with it. Every minute is precious to Fizz.
Are you going to stick another sausage on this or not?
No, and you should thank me, because that spread you're getting is not all down to middle age.
What? I'll tell you what, love. I'm going to go somewhere else in future.
As you wish. It will free up a seat or two the way you're going.
Rita did me a coupe breakfast this morning, and it's repeated more times than The Great Escape.
Well, if you will, place your digestive system in the hands of amateurs.
Never again. I was hoping you could stand me a bun to settle my stomach.
That'll be 80 pence, please.
Oh, come on, Sylvia. Medical emergency. Be like charging for a bag of O negative.
Oh, don't worry, she would do if it came in a handy-sized sachet.
Have you completed this person's order?
That'd be £4.80, please.
£5.
No, she's right, it's £4.80 usually.
Well, there is a 20 pence charge for the box.
What?
You heard.
A mug of tea, please, and a custard tart. Oh, I'm surprised to see you in here.
Just on my way out. Bye, Sylvia.
Au revoir. And I should come here for your breakfast in future.
Well, what was all that about?
Never you mind. There you are.
Oh, sorry, I think you've forgotten something.
You asked for tea and a custard tart. What were you expecting? Brass band and a fly past?
No, I was expecting milk in my tea. Well, surely you're not asking me to pay extra for milk and tea.
Well, you could always take it black. It's very popular on the continent.
Yes, so is nudism, but I won't be dropping my trousers. In this country, a mug of tea implies milk, same as toast implies butter.
No, not implying anything to me. But I hadn't thought of charging for the butter, so thank you.
Well, this is outrageous. You're worse than a budget airline.
Highly profitable enterprises, I believe. Now, do you want milk or not?
No, I do not. I would rather die of thirst.
Or worse.
I doubt that's possible. You know, some people are beyond help. I thought our Gary were going that way.
How's he getting on with the psychologist?
Good, I think. Yeah, I reckon he's making progress.
What are you doing here? I thought you'd finished with this place.
No, I just popped in to
Just
see
to
her.
give your fancy woman the glad eye, I know.
Sylvia!
I'm sorry, love, but you must do your courting on your own time.
I'm off.
There was nothing going on between me and Owen.
If you say so. How long's she been sitting there?
About 10 minutes.
More like half an hour. For a cup of tea and an Eccles cake, I don't think so. Good afternoon.
Oh, hello.
Can I get you a top-up?
No, I finished, thank you.
Off you go, then.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There are paying customers who need your seat. If you'd be so kind.
Yes, of course.
That was a bit uncalled for.
This is not a day centre. Eat and light costs money. And I know her type. If she wasn't sitting here all day, she'd be riding the 27 bus route with a vacuum flask.
He's letting it happen, I can't imagine.
Because he's frightened of her, isn't he?
Either way, I shall be boycotting it till further notice.
No. We must fight her on the beaches. That is our local cafe, the centre of our community life.
Oh, you're overrating it, Norris.
If you wish to peruse at your leisure the obituaries once you've had your afternoon tea, that is your prerogative, Emily.
But I wasn't reading the obituaries.
Oh, come on, you read nothing else.
I was reading about the proposed cuts to the General. You know, they're thinking of shutting the ear, nose and throat clinic.
No, the price of a cup of tea includes the cup, the bag, the hot water and the milk. Are we agreed on that?
We're agreed, Norris.
So if they're going to start charging me for UHT, why not charge me for the rental of the cup I'm drinking from, eh? Or charge me for the chair I'm sitting in or the air I'm breathing? And where's it going to end, Emily? Would you like to breathe whilst you're drinking your tea, Mr. Cole? That'll be another 7 pence.
Well, maybe we should talk about something else.
There is nothing else. No, I shall bring her down, Emily. You mark my words. I shall bring her down.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Are you not buying anything?
Not this time, no. I was caught short, sort of.
So you thought we were a public convenience, is that it?
Well, no, but,
No. Does it say that on the sign outside? Public lavatory? Please come in and relieve yourself on us.
It does not, my love, no.
This is a cafe. That water closet is for paying customers only. You have used it, so I will ask you to make a purchase.
This is ridiculous. I was just passing.
What would you like?
I don't want anything. I've got a pick-up and I'm in a rush.
Perhaps on this occasion...
Perhaps
Mother...
nothing. A cup of tea, a cake.
No. No, I refuse and you can't make me.
I'm sure it won't happen again.
Banned.
Eh?
Banned until further notice.
Make that indefinitely.
Young man, have you finished with this?
Yeah, but only just.
Until further notice. This is in front of everyone. I felt like a young lad in short pants.
Yeah, well, that's how Roy must feel all the time. I mean, she looks at him as if she's about to throw him over her knee and slap his backside. And did you hear what happened to Emily?
No.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Hounded out of the place she was, shooed away like a pigeon.
I'd finished my tea, and she thought I was taking up table space.
Demented. The woman's certifiable.
Charging for UHT? No, I shall be drinking my tea black in there in future. I will not pay a penny more than I have to.
But you don't like black tea.
Oh, Emily, why do you always have to miss the point?
Yesterday, you talked of nothing else.
Oh, well, yesterday I didn't have a plan.
And have you got a plan today?
And I'm working on it. Oh, and that full English breakfast Owen Armstrong had in there yesterday was a child's portion. The man was lost for words.
No, they charged Steve for a sachet of brown sauce.
No, I blame Roy. I mean, if Rita treated our customers like that, I'd put my foot down.
But Sylvia is Roy's Achilles heel.
Do you know what my Achilles heel is?
No.
My Achilles heel. Yeah, I did it playing snooker years ago. Every time I push the clutch down, it really hurts.
Perhaps Roy's just tired. I mean, they are looking after Fizz's baby, I suppose.
He's like Oedipus.
Oh, well, Oedipus, Achilles, I don't know.
Gazette, please. So, is this where you congregate to peddle your idle gossip?
Only when the cafe's unavailable.
Well, did you hear me? I asked for a Gazette.
Oh, sorry. That'll be £5, please.
I beg your pardon?
Well, is it for Roy's Rolls?
It is.
So up to 10 people may be reading it.
What if they do?
New rules, you see. Its value increases with its readership.
Rubbish.
That's what I've decided.
Well, you can't just hike your prices up as and when you...
Oh, is that so?
How petty.
Quite.
I shall get my Gazette elsewhere.
As is your right.
Norris, you're my hero. Is he your hero, Emily?
He most certainly is not.
spammed Carl Munro for using the toilet without making a purchase. And Lloyd had one rasher in his barb cake, and don't even get me started on Emily. I mean, there she was, reading about the proposed cuts to the General.
She was reading the obituaries, and don't let her tell you any different.
She was reading about the General. Have you heard? I mean, they're thinking of closing the ear, nose and throat clinic.
Well, I'm going to have to speak to Rye.
Would you please? Because I can't take much more of this.
I'm standing up for all of us.
We don't want you to stand up for us. And anyway, you're enjoying every minute of it.
That's a gross exaggeration.
Evo, you were quoting Churchill this morning.
How do you know?
Emily tells me everything, Norris. Everything.
Well, I think we should speak to Ken, get him to do a piece for the Gazette.
Oh, I wouldn't be so hasty. Or else they might learn that we are charging £5 a throw for them in here. He's playing Sylvia at her own game.
And winning.
If you can call losing a customer winning.
You should have seen the old trout's face. I mean, well, who does she think she is? Swanning in here, expecting to buy a paper at the normal price after the stunt she's pulled.
Yeah, well, I'll talk to him this afternoon.
And you can tell her I'll be in there later. Nobody sees Norris Cole off in a hurry. What?
It's a greasy spoon, Norris.
No. It's much more than that.
No, it isn't. And it'll all end in tears, you mark my words.
Yes, hers.
No, yours.
We'll see.
It's not the key at counter.
In the light of an incident this morning featuring Carl Munro.
I heard.
There is now a 20p charge for use of the WC. Now, on no account must you allow anyone to use it for nothing, paying customers included. And all monies are to be placed in this receptacle.
Right.
To cover the water from the cistern and the taps, usage also of the paper and the soap.
There's a Gazette in there.
Toilet paper, dear.
Oh.
On top of which, it will act as a deterrent to stop our so-called regulars from treating us like a public convenience, which we are not.
We certainly aren't.
Excuse me? Do you wish to say something else? If not, I suggest you don your apron and take that mug to be washed.
Hot all right today, Roy?
Somewhat of a sleepless night, it has to be said. The whole household felt it.
Oh, not me. Earplugs. I slept like a baby. The irony is plain to see.
Excuse me. Can I have my money back? False alarm.
Oh, in that case...
Oh, you cannot.
I did try.
Please, spare me the details, thank you.
Where's my tea?
Oh, I'm sorry. Was that yours, love? I've thrown it away. Shall I get you another?
You will do no such thing. If you have left your tea unattended, we reserve the right to remove it.
But I was only in there.
That is maybe.
Would you rather have took it in with me?
No crockery allowed beyond that line.
What line?
Mother, even you must agree this is rather a catch-22 situation.
Well, catch-22 or not, if he wants a replacement cup of tea, then he can pay for it.
No, you're right. I'll make one at home. See you, Roy. I used to love this cafe.
Goodbye.
Honestly, Roy, you let everyone take advantage of you.
Steve, Governor wants you.
What for?
In tennis, what do I know? Move it.
Do you have to be so hostile?
No.
Well, she likes most things as far as I remember. Do you know, once a week I'd cook for her and she'd cook for me. I miss it, actually.
Yeah, so if you had to say what her favourite meal of all time was, what would it be?
Oh, cheese on toast.
See, I was thinking something a bit more adventurous, you know, a bit more romantic.
Oh, I see.
Fasten your seatbelts.
Well, chicken pie was always popular.
Right, well, how do I make that then?
Well, you get yourself down to Fresco's and you find the aisle where the pre-packed meals for two are.
Roy, can I have a word?
We are very busy, if it can wait.
Oh, well, we're not, though, are we? And you need to ask yourself why.
It is mid-afternoon. The factory will be sending its envoy any time now.
And will we be charging them for a box to put the cakes in?
I am giving my mother a chance.
To do what?
I made her a promise. I said we would try out her ideas. It's only fair that I abide by that agreement. I can't be very set in my ways, Anna. Change is not always a bad thing.
You're frightened of her, aren't you?
Don't be ridiculous.
She'll ruin you, Roy, and you don't deserve it. You need to stand up to her. If you don't act now, then you'll miss your chance. There'll be no going back. Oh, for everyone's sake, Roy, put an end to this madness.
I can feel you hovering.
I was wondering if we might have a quick catch-up.
What about?
What, Roy's? Rolls?
Takings were up yesterday.
Yeah, I couldn't help noticing one or two absentees today.
How could you notice them if they weren't here?
They made themselves conspicuous.
Like who? The man from the taxi rank came in?
I was appalled at the paucity of his sandwich filling.
And that daft lad who failed to work his own bladder.
Kirk is not daft. Perhaps it is this terseness of yours that's keeping people away.
Let them go. New customers will appear, profits will continue to rise, and eventually you will find it within yourself to thank me for turning this place around.
It is not simply a matter of economics. This is a community. And over the last 2 days, goodwill has blown off of that menu like so much chalk dust.
Sentiment has no place in the cut and thrust of commerce. And you, letting that builder use the toilet for nothing.
Oh, I let him go for 10p. It's the least I could do after that paltry full English you gave him yesterday. Thought I might at least have a friends and family discount.
Friends and family?
They're all friends and family.
They are your customers. You depend on them for your livelihood.
Yeah, and where are they now?
Good afternoon.
Oh, here we go.
Good afternoon.
I'd like a cup of tea, please. Black. And if you don't mind, I'll use your bathroom while I'm waiting.
20p for the toilet.
Oh, now surely you jest.
20p for the rental of this key.
I think you'll find that's illegal.
20p.
Oh, look, I refuse to collude in this madness, Roy.
A trial period.
Grow a spine, man.
I'll thank you not to address me in that manner.
Now, do you want your tea or not?
Are we still open, mate?
Just about.
How's Fizz?
Well, very conflicted, apparently. But she's sworn Becky to secrecy, so she won't say a word.
I've given the girl the best advice what I can.
You go up, I'll finish off down here.
Are you sure?
Oh, they're not going to close the ear, nose and throat clinic after all.
Good night, Norris.
Good night, Roy.
Will you just give me a clue? I mean, is she in some sort of trouble?
Oh, who's in trouble, Fizz?
Drink up.
Oh, my own time.
We are officially closed. Hey! Hey, you! You've not paid!
I've paid for my tea, and that covers the cost of using your facilities.
It does not!
Well, it does in my book.
Well, this is not your book, this is my book.
No, it's Roy's book.
Not this week.
Somebody's got to make a stand. What are you doing?
Slide 20p under the door, or there you will stay.
This is a civilized world.
20p, Mr. Cole.
Never.
On your own head be it.
Hello? Hello, Sylvia? You'll not win. I'll stay here all night if I have to. Sylvia!
This is rather saccharine, but the horse is clearly a thoroughbred. The lustre of that mane.
$3.25.
She is your daughter-in-law. Tulips. Blank for your own message, 99p.
More like it.
Oh, morning, Emily.
Hello, Emily. Morning. Is Norris in the stock room?
It's his half day. Perhaps if you check the chart that I made you?
Yes, I did. I'm just worried.
Why?
He didn't come home last night.
At all?
I left the front door unbolted when I went to bed, and it was still unbolted this morning. His bed hadn't been slept in.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, it doesn't sound like Norris. If it wasn't so out of character, I wouldn't feel quite so alarmed.
We must phone the police.
Well, I did wonder...
He's been taken.
Yeah, but what if he's simply...
What? Oh, spit it out, Emily. This is no time to pussyfoot.
What if he's formed an alliance? Perhaps he went for an impromptu drink somewhere, met somebody...
While Norris quivers in some squalid corner, bound and gagged. You accuse him of sleeping around?
What on earth would Al-Qaeda want with Mr. Magoo?
Norris is a news vendor. He peddles Western propaganda.
I'm not sure that the Weatherfield Gazette fits that bill.
What about Baader-Meinhof? Are they still going?
I think it's statistically unlikely that Norris has been snatched by terrorists.
Well, then where is he?
Well, perhaps he is overindulged and is sleeping it off somewhere.
I had the same thought.
Now, poppycock. Norris can pace himself like no other.
Perhaps he's banged his head and his face down in the canal.
What a dark and malicious thing to say.
I see you've abandoned your boycott for free tea and toast.
Roy has been kindness itself, as always.
So, what did the police say after they'd stopped yawning?
That it's too soon for Norris to be labelled missing as such.
They'll be wanting a reconstruction. Who could pass as Norris to jog memories? One of the Suchet brothers.
The Chuckle brothers?
The one that does Poirot.
Oh, give me strength.
It's David, but I hardly think that he is a very distinguished actor. And he...
Norris!
Norris.
Well, who else would it be?
Oh, I tell you what...
Your mother is deranged.
Keep your eyes closed. The Chilean miners wore sunglasses for weeks.
You incarcerated one of my customers.
I locked him in the lavatory, yes.
Overnight.
The police certainly won't be yawning now.
You can ring them from here if you like. 50p.
And now you're adding insult to injury.
What injury? Look at him.
I cannot believe you've done this, woman. I've waited and waited for your conscience to kick in, but...
And then darkness fell, and your tummy rumbled, and cupping your hand, you took a mouthful of tap water. If you weren't a pensioner, I would knock you into next week.
Time travel is still some years hence.
Aren't you going to even apologise to Norris?
He was flouting the cafe rules. Use of the facilities is 20 pence.
You make them up as you go along.
Silver, copper, I'm not picky.
You lock me in, woman, overnight.
How could you even contemplate such a thing?
Oh, with remarkable ease. Look at her. Not one scintilla of regret.
Well, he had water. Somewhere to sit.
I've been effectively abducted.
I would urge you not to involve the police.
Oh, yes, I'm sure you would.
I will happily and gratefully comply with any terms and conditions you care to impose.
You big girl's blouse.
Obviously, Mother will no longer work in the cafe.
No, but perhaps there's a vacancy for her at the Alcatraz canteen.
Roy has said that you can name your terms and conditions, so don't rattle them off without careful thought. Let's regroup.
I think Mary has a point.
We shall return at 1500 hours with a proposed package of compensation.
Nothing at all? Not even a...
Bastion of good sense and even-handedness.
Absolutely.
Yet even she has condemned your mother's actions.
I have.
Mary, shoot.
Given that Norris was held prisoner for 15 hours, we were going to insist that he enjoy free and unlimited food and drink and free use of all facilities for 15 weeks. Emily, however, felt this was excessive.
OK, I'm not a greedy person. How would 15 days suit?
Oh, do be reasonable, Norris.
I think that remark should be best addressed to deranged of Weatherfield over there.
I think a meal, one meal, would show goodwill.
Of course, agreed.
A slap-up banquet.
Yes, if that is what is desired.
That's the ticket, son. Roll over and die.
An absolute non-negotiable is that the perpetrator, a.k.a. Sylvia...
Agreed. Mother, your services are no longer required.
Please, hear Mary out.
be given sole responsibility for serving Norris. Sylvia, and Sylvia alone, will wait on him hand and foot. The more thwarted she looks, the better. Oh, I wasn't supposed to read out that last bit.
You can tell your kangaroo court that I am not interested.
You're extremely lucky that Norris hasn't reported you to the police, Sylvia.
Indeed.
So, I shall be 1 + 2 for dinner this evening.
Your flexibility renumber of guests would be appreciated.
+2 it is.
A starter, a main course, and a pudding.
Is it good to feel the air on your cheeks, Norris?
Oh, I should Coco. Look, we're just going to the Greasy Spoon, you know. It's not the Ritz.
It's a Norris Call Liberation Banquet. Well, that's the entry I put in my diary.
Don't you scrub up well?
I do. Don't I? Norris and I are going out for dinner.
No,
I knew it.
Emily's joining us. We was just having a freebie at the local cafe.
Oh, it's all right for some.
Well, why don't you come as well?
Oh, you could be Emily's other half. It would be like a double date.
Except that it isn't.
Well, to an onlooker who didn't know any better.
To an onlooker, it will look like four platonic pals just having a meal together.
Look like...
Please say you'll come.
A freebie, you said?
Welcome.
I shall be paying for my own. I didn't realise that Dennis was joining us.
No need.
Room for a big un?
Big un's welcome.
I hardly think mine host is in any position to carp about numbers.
I wouldn't dream of it.
Isn't that Sylvia's job?
Well, it's done now, isn't it? There you go.
Something smells good.
Me, Lily of the Valley Top Notes.
Becky's had hope all day, so...
Yes, go.
Just send the SOS down and I'll be down in a trice.
What's your soup du jour?
Ask me in the Queen's English and I might tell you.
Leek and potato.
Oh.
Thank you, Roy. But my question was addressed to your waitress. I repeat, what's your soup du jour?
It's up there. Sur le board.
Excuse me, Sylvia, but could you point me in the direction of the toilets?
See, I told you. Springtime for Hitler.
One fine day when we should ease up on Sylvia.
Trust you to take the shine off Norris's victory.
One is supposed to be gracious in victory.
The beans on toast, the hair shirt.
No, not twisting the knife. We've more than made our point.
You're all about forgiveness.
No, Emily's right. Excuse me, Sylvia.
Oh, what now?
Offer it up, Mother.
But, could you pick that up, please, and bring me a clean one?
Oh, for goodness sake.
Emily, please. For one night only, I beg you. Leave your Christianity at home and locate your inner cow.
My inner cow?
It's in there somewhere. Imagine John McCarthy locked in that toilet.
Hostage, John McCarthy?
Yes, hostage. It's a penny dropping. Our mutual friend here, stoically tucking in, has been to hell and back, imprisoned. So show a bit of solidarity and stick it to the waitress.
For souvenir purposes only.
Of course.
Good work. Thank you. You see, Sylvia, I'm afraid your actions have proved costly, as well as criminal.
A lesson learnt, I'm sure.
Thank you both for your hospitality.
Say goodbye, Mother.
Goodbye, Mother.
Safe home.